Sounded great. This is a delightful setting to be doing this in, and you sound wonderful here. And we're about to hear a lot of your music. 3 of them from the debut record, Just Like Leaving. We're going to hear some unreleased music as well. What's first today?
We're going to play the opening track off of Just Like Leaving first. It's called Gutted, and we'll just get right into it. Ready? I was gutted. Well, I felt soft, so I took to drinking with the hopes of getting lost. For when you're always losing, well, it's hard to see your wins. Oh, then I start using, and I'm numb again. Well, I've been highballing through a playground zone, though I know there's nothing, well, nothing left for me there no more. At night I take to walking, well, down lonely dead-end roads, with the hope someone might catch me. Well, God knows I won't. Well, I often think I could hop on a plane and it all would go away, but I'd be a fool to think my burdens are something I don't carry, for I can't leave them at the gates with the rest of my worries. Well, they might not see me for a while before I've gone in a hurry. Well, they might not see me for a while before I've gone in a hurry. See me for a while before I've gone in a hurry. Well, they might not see me for a while before I've gone in a hurry. Oh, thank you so much.
Right. Thank you, Bella, so much. Can you introduce us to everybody? You guys sound tremendous together.
Oh my gosh, of course. Thank you. So we've got Patrick McGonigal on the fiddle for you. This is he is. And he is Alan Mackey playing the bass. Hey, Alan. And of course I'm Bella White.
Can we talk a little bit about the relationship between you and Patrick and the production relationship in terms of
Into the shot a little more.
what you guys do together? What does it look like when you sit down in a room together and create stuff like Just Like Leaving together?
Totally. I feel like Just Like Leaving was a lot of time. Like I wrote all the songs and kind of had like bones for all of them, like arrangement wise and everything. And it was just a lot of like sitting in the dark basement and just playing them like over and over and over again, and me being like, Patrick, does this sound stupid? And then Patrick.
And then we'd record demos, and then I'd send the demos to Bella, and we'd both listen to them and work out harmonies. And
it was very collaborative and very just kind of like, I don't know, jammy almost. Like I feel like we would just like play the songs a lot and like experiment with things that we maybe wouldn't experiment with if other people were around, you know, just like messing them up a little bit. And then
or like try an idea and be like, yes, this is the greatest idea we've ever had, and then 24 hours later be like, no,
that was horrible.
Definitely
like
not.
that was the weirdest thing we could have possibly chosen to do.
But I feel like there's a few moments because of that on the record where it's like, that was a weird decision, and we love it.
And like we still do it.
Yeah.
I feel like the way we've been playing the record lately has been like we've almost kind of, because we put that record out like I guess about a year ago now. I don't know. It feels like it's been like sitting and doing its thing for a while. So we've almost kind of done that process again with the songs, like, and kind of reshaped them and reworked them to make them feel a little more current. So it's kind of fun. We've gotten to like do that kind of twice now with the same music.
Also, we recorded the record March 6th to 13th of 2020. So if you
It was
remember
a busy time, I think,
Yeah, that was
in world affairs at that time.
was like, day one, it was like, nah, it's overblown. Day two was like, this is
Yeah,
kinda
South by
happening.
just canceled. Maybe it's real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
Day four was like, oh, the World Health Organization just called it a global pandemic.
And then day 5, we were like, we should probably book our flights back to Canada right now, because we're all from Canada. We've like lived in the States, but yeah, we all kind of were like, let's scurry home.
Yeah.
Is it an in-person collaboration? So you're in Nashville, right?
It's like, yes, you could say.
Are you all there? Like, are you able to sit in the same space, or is it a remote collaboration?
Well, lately we have been, because for the past like kind of 7 months, 8 months for you longer, we've been on Vancouver Island in Canada, so we've been able to be together in person a lot and do a lot in person. And before that, we were both living in Boston, so we've kind of just been in the same place for a while. But yeah, when I'm in Nashville, we're not able to do that. But
Nice. Well, it seems like just from the 1 hour that we've known each other, it seems like the communication is very easy and open and honest between you guys. So if you throw an idea out there and it sucks, you can say to each other, dude, that sucks. Let's not do this. And
Yeah.
when it's rad, you know.
totally.
So yeah, man, I enjoy the album very much. I enjoy this performance very
Thank
much. And there's a
you.
lot more of it. What do you feel like doing second today?
We're gonna play you a song not on the album, just for variety's sake. It's called "Flowers on My Bedside." I wrote it in February, I think. It's just like, kind of, like, you know, sad love song, sort of. Like I feel like I write mostly those, but yeah, this is that. It's a little bit different. It's fun to play some of the new songs too, because they kind of have evolved. Like the sound has evolved a little, so it's fun to get to share that. So yeah, this is "Flowers on My Bedside." Good to go. Well, I fled the town that I was born in. Well, I took no interest in staying, for that I was sure. Well, I had not known this upheaval till I saw the tower burning. An unwelcome sight to most I know. And I've been contemplating, well, is my shadow moving? And does the light still catch your walls? There's been a stillness here inside me, but I can feel the heat now, it's climbing. Well, I bet it won't be long before it falls. Well, I'm afraid my glass is often empty. It don't take me much to cry. maybe I would feel okay had I told myself that it won't work out this time. Well, I'm so good at spending all my love on those whose love for me has dried, like the flowers on my bedside. Well, I was happy to think of what we might look like, well, in July, with our backs to the wall. But now the thing that's keeping me here and so tired is how fast people can change their minds. Well, I guess we all share the same ugly, we're all just liars. So did you hear my voice? Or was I just something to look at? Well, either way, I expected more. And now I'm going down in this spiral. Will you be glad upon my arrival? Or have you already turned the key and locked the door? Well, I'm afraid my glass is often empty. It don't take me much to cry. Maybe I would feel okay had I told myself that it won't work out this time. And I'm so good at spending all my love on those whose love for me has dried, like the flowers on my bedside, like the flowers on my bedside. Thank you.
Thank you. So you mentioned that you've had, because of the way the world is, you've had a bit of extra time to reimagine, rework, reinterpret the tunes from Just Like Leaving. Has a lot of your creativity and energy gone to that reinterpretation, or are you working on new material, or kind of balancing those two things?
I would say it's definitely a mix of both. I think at the beginning, or like kind of, I would say maybe like the first, I mean, the pandemic's not over, but let's just like say that this is like a marker in time. The first like 3 months, or I'm sorry, not 3 months, 3 quarters up until now was definitely more like writing new stuff, kind of like putting energy into something else. I think at that point too, I was just like, just recorded the album, it was being released, I was just kind of like, I need a little break from this music right now. And so I started putting a lot of energy into writing new stuff and just kind of like exploring where I feel like also up until then, up until I went back to Canada, I'd been immersed in such like an environment where I was playing so much bluegrass and so much country and old time, which is amazing. But then all of a sudden I was kind of away from that, and it's not really fun, I personally don't think, to like have a bluegrass jam by yourself. It's not the same, you know? So I wasn't like listening to as much, I wasn't like, my input was just a lot lower, so I was kind of like drawing inspiration from other areas, and I was kind of excited about that. So I was kind of rolling with that, and then once the kind of plans formed to tour the record, because we still are just starting to do that now and everything, I was kind of like, okay, I still have to play those songs, and I have to like, you know, want to play them and enjoy playing them. And so we were kind of like, how can we like make this fresh and exciting? And then I would say the last quarter, like as the beginning of the pandemic being the marker in time, has been kind of more focused on that and like working on that stuff for sure.
Well, so in terms of the new stuff, where are you at in that process? Is it writing? Is it production? Is it in the can and mixing, mastering? Where are you at with that right now?
Definitely writing, and like, I don't know, we're starting to like kind of form some more concrete, like that song you just heard is, I would say, pretty formed, but who knows, like I'm definitely open to, once we get into the studio, seeing what happens and like getting other, opinions and everything. But yeah, definitely nothing's in the can, we're not that far along yet, but hopefully we'll get there pretty soon.
Yeah, cool. Well, this has been an absolute delight so far. I have no doubt we're going to keep crossing paths for a long time, so we will stay tuned for when the next one is up, and we'll be, I'll see you in a year or whatever,
Yeah,
wherever
hopefully.
we happen to be.
Love to.
And I will stay tuned. I'm a fan of what you do. Thank you for this.
Thank you.
And there's more. What's happening
Yeah.
third today?
We're gonna do another one right now called Not to Blame, and it's a little bit spanky. That's the word of choice I've been using to describe it. I write all these songs that are like, I'm so sad, like I'm such a baby, and this one I wrote, I was definitely feeling sad, and like probably maybe the most like I feel like this song, I'm starting to realize it's a little meta, like I was feeling so much like a baby that then I was like, I'm not a baby, what are you talking about? Then I turned it around and made it kind of angry. But I think if you really actually, it's like probably the biggest baby song out of all of the songs. I'm making this connection right now, and that I'm just a big baby, even though, okay, anyway, by the way, big baby. Here I am, here she is. But yeah, this song's called Not to Blame, and it's about being a big baby. It's hard to watch you look away from me, though I know I'm not to blame. The river's thawed, but you're still frozen. The words I write to you are still the same. Why do you always get to be the child? We all want to play those foolish games. I've watched the time melt on by now, dripping down on me again. Well, I may as well have been a winding road. You walked all on me just the same. Well, like a little girl with white eyes and curls, didn't know it was just a game. Well, like a little girl with white eyes and curls, didn't know it was just a game. Well, I hate feeling at all. You act as if you got the best of me, but we both know you're acting small. Why do you always get to be the child? Well, your mama brought you up that way. Well, I was raised to turn the other cheek, and now all I'm left with is my own shame. Well, I may as well have been a winding road. You walked all on me just the same. Well, like a little girl with white eyes and curls, didn't know it was just a game. Like a little girl with white eyes and curls, didn't know it was just a game. Thank you. I realized as I was singing that song literally talks about being a big baby in it, like a little girl. I was like, oh, I did recognize it. I guess I just...
Well, let's talk more about being a little girl with wide-eyed curls and being a big baby. So growing up, you talked a little bit about your immersion in classic country and old-time music. Can you talk a little bit about the formative experiences and how the way your family viewed music sort of shaped what you do today?
Yeah, so I grew up in Canada, and I was born and raised in Calgary, Alberta. But my dad is from Virginia. He was born in Lynchburg, and he like lived around the southeast, I should say, his whole life essentially until he moved to Canada with my mom. But he was like is a banjo player still, and was always in bluegrass bands my whole like upbringing, formative years. I was just kind of like immersed in it. We'd go to a lot of bluegrass festivals and kind of just like do the whole thing. Me and my sister were kind of always just running around being like, I want to play that looks fun. And then eventually kind of started to, and I'll do more voices if you want. And then yeah, just kind
as long as Hans makes an appearance, I'm happy with voices.
Hans?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Really?
That's good. There we go. This is Hans actually on the fiddle.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done, Hans. You've done a tremendous job so far.
You know, Hans was.
I make big schnitzels too.
Hans was actually there for a lot of those formative years, like just kind of on the sidelines, like running around, eating pretzels. You know.
I protect the cash box at all the festivals.
It was a great time. Like Hans and I go way back, but yeah, I don't know, just kind of always around it, always wanting to join in on the fun. And then I kind of realized when I turned like 14 that I was like, oh, this is something that people actually like do for life. And I think I always knew that I wanted to like do it. And I just kind of like, I had this like epiphany or something where I was like, oh, I just should do it, I guess, or try to. And then I just like would insert myself in all of these situations where I was probably really trying to like get above my racing, and I would like see a really hot jam and I'd be like, I'm gonna join it. And then I would go and probably mess it all up, but I just kept doing that for a really long time until then eventually it just kind of like happened that I was like, I've just inserted myself in this and here we are now. But yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
dude, punching above your weight class is an important skill. Just dive straight in. So we've been doing this for a long ass time, and then we punched above our weight class and punched to Steve Martin and the Steep Canyon Rangers.
Oh my gosh.
And he did this, and
There
then
you
as
go.
soon as that happened, all of a sudden it was like, dude, this is real. Like, we're doing this. Steve Martin's in the studio right now. It was a crazy
Yeah.
get, and now it's real, and we've been doing this, and we do this for a living, which is
Totally. That's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, I think it's just like, you gotta just do it. You gotta just kind of be a go-getter, I think, in life. That's at least what I've been trying to do lately.
You're good at that.
Thank you,
You're
Hans.
good at that. Yeah, you're very good.
Sorry, Patrick.
Yeah, I mean,
nice. Well, I'm having a wonderful time right now. I hope that you guys are.
Oh
It
my
seems
gosh.
like you are. I feel like this is a wonderful
We're having a
energy in
good
this
vibe
room right
in here
now,
right
and
now.
there's more. There's what do you feel like doing fourth today?
I think, yeah, for our final number, we're gonna do the title track off of the album called Just Like Leaving. So you can guess what the song is called. It's called Just Like Leaving. And yeah, I don't know, I guess I wrote it when I was living in Boston. Actually, funny thing, Dan Bowie, who's sitting to my left, I wrote this song, and I lived with Dan at the time, Dan of Twisted Pine Mandolin, and I texted Dan being like, hey, I just wrote a new song, you wanna come jam it with me? And Dan was the first person to ever play this song with me. Fun story. And he killed it. Yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, I wrote this song when I was living in Boston, was kind of feeling like a big baby. and I was like, I guess I'll write another one. And that's where this song came from, so.
there's a trend here.
Yeah, can we guess?
How do you feel right now?
Like a woman?
Oh, okay. Whoa, love that. Coming out of left field there.
No, I feel like a big baby. Hans is gonna kick this one for you.
Yeah, it goes.
All right.
I don't
Patrick.
know why that's like Hans's music in my head, but I feel like that's playing all the time in Hans's head. Okay, anyway, let's get that out of here.
The lights pouring through my window, dressed in everything all up in gold, and I don't know what I'm doing here. Well, I left the howling winds and the prairies to find some kind of idea. Am I full or am I empty? Well, maybe I just like hurting, building up walls and then ripping them down with my own disposition. Well, my own hurting masks the way I feel about the world and all the little things I wish were different. And I've been grieving since I left old Carolina. The bars on my window didn't leave me safe at night. Now I've chased your love, 'cause I thought it might feel woolen like a dram on a damn cold winter's night. Well, some things they just like leaving, like people, love, and money, and I don't know what it's all running from. Perhaps the fear of splitting open, showing some parts of yourself that you don't even really want to know. And I've been grieving since I left old Carolina. The bars on my window didn't leave me safe at night. Now I've chased your love, 'cause I thought it might feel woolen like a dram on a damn cold winter's night. Like a dram on a damn cold winter's night. Thank you.
Bella, thank you. Hans, thank you. This has been a total pleasure on our side.
You're
And
so welcome.
if you want to play us out with some schnitzel music, I would appreciate that.
Come on,
and
Schnitzel.
Yeah.
man,
Hans
best of
Schnitzel.
continued luck on the debut record, Just Like Leaving. And when you've got new music, we will cross paths and we will do it again.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having us. It's
All
been
right,
a
see you next
pleasure.
time.